What's up guys, Full FIFA here back again with another video, and today we got the FIFA 21 marquee matchup predictions for week 24, and these will be coming out on Thursday, March 11th. So if we do get into the teams, I'll throw them up on the screen right now for you guys. We got Arsenal versus Spurs, we got Lille versus Monaco, we got AC Milan versus Napoli, we got RB Lebzig versus Frankfurt, we got Veron versus this team that starts with an S, which I cannot pronounce, and then we got PSV versus Feyenoord. Try and buy these cards at around 350 for the non-rares to 400 coins for the non-rares, depending on which teams. We'll get more in depth into that in this video and show you guys exactly what cards you guys need to buy. Again, Veron and the team that starts with an S is interchangeable with AC Milan and Napoli only. They won't be interchanged with any other team because they've never done where there's like two exact same leagues in the SBC like with each other, so there won't be two matchups from Serie A in the marquee matchups. Just so you guys know, they're only interchangeable with each other, and of course AC Milan versus Napoli is a bigger matchup than those two cards. That's why they are wild cards. Along with that, one wild card that I did not put in there is Chelsea versus Leeds. I know people are going to say this. I always get comments on like, why didn't you put this team or this team? So Chelsea versus Leeds is a very low matchup compared to the teams that are playing right now, especially in this week. So there is a chance they could get in, but that chance is very slim. So that's the only reason they're left out. If you guys do want to go and pick up those cards, I would probably buy 2 cards from each team, or like 3 cards, just to do the SBC. I wouldn't be spending a ton of coins, and make sure you buy those cards for discard. Even with the wild cards, make sure you guys do buy these cards for discard. So let's get into the teams. So the first teams we do have is Arsenal versus Spurs. So if we do take a look at this team right here, Arsenal versus Spurs, if we do take a look at Arsenal, we do have a lot of options you guys can actually go with. The main 2 options that I will be going with is this Xhaka right here. Again, he is 80 rated, pretty high rated for the SBC. And then also with this Sabalos, he is another great option as well, just because of his high rating. So I like to go with the highest rated players that you can possibly go with for around 650 coins. Don't spend more than around 700, I would say, on these cards. But especially with Arsenal, these guys are super easy to get for 650 coins, especially if you guys do best bid on these cards. So Xhaka and Sabalos is the go-to for those teams. And then if we do look at the commons, there are a lot of options. If you guys can pick up literally any of these cards for around 400 coins, that is a great option to go with as well. And then if we move on to Spurs, for the gold commons on Spurs, we do have, again, a lot of options. Pretty much any teams that you guys did see on the screen, if you guys are able to get these non-rares at around 400 coins, that is a bargain on those cards. And then if we do take a look at the rares that you guys do need to pick up, we got Davies and Aurier as my main 2 options. A very close third option as well is this Dyer, just due to the fact that he is English, and they could do a nation requirement on this SBC. So Dyer is another great option to pick up. Don't be spending too many coins on these cards. 650 coins is the max that I will be spending. I suggest the same for you guys as well. So the next matchup we do got is from the Ligue 1. It is AS Monaco versus Lille. So AS Monaco has a couple of players that you guys can actually pick up. Rares, my number 1 suggestion is Voland. Again, he is 81 rated. If you do pick him up for 650 coins, you'll only be losing 2 coins on each card. So that is the main option from AS Monaco. However, for some reason, if you guys can't get him, or you guys just can't get him, there's a lot of supply of him, so it's usually really easy to get. I would go with this goalkeeper right here. He is French from La Liga. Again, if there is a nation requirement, he will fit right into the squad, and he is pretty high rated at that 80 rated. Again, as always with any team, 350 coins for these gold cards is absolutely fine, to 400 coins. On these non-rares, again, try and go for the cheapest as possible. The max I would be spending is 400 coins on those non-rares. And then next we got is Lille. With Lille right here, Again, same thing, 400 coins maximum on these gold non-rares if you guys are able to pick those up. But if they're more than 400 coins, I would just go with the rares, just due to the simple fact that you'll be losing less coins if you guys do need to quick sell these cards, if there's no SBC out. So for them, we do have the CDM Andre, which was my main option from this team, and Ikone is the other option that I did go with for these players. So then the next option we do have is from the Bundesliga. It is RB Lebzig versus Frankfurt, and again, 650 coins for these cards is a pretty good deal pretty much on any card. The main two options, however, are his Campbell right here. Again, he does discard for 2 coins less, so that's only a 2 coin loss if the SBC doesn't come out. Campbell is my number 1 option. I've been going with him for quite a while. Anytime RB Leipzig is needed, he is a really good option. And then we got Mukalele as the second best option, French. He is a right back, so it is kind of hard sometimes to fit him into a SBC, but again, they do rise pretty substantially if this team does get into it, and especially if they require 1 player from each team. And then again, with the non-rares, you guys can go with literally any of these non-rares for 400 coins if you guys are able to pick these cards up. They are kind of hard to pick up. And then if we do move on over to Frankfurt, again, 400 coins, any of these non-rares are a really good option. If you guys are able to get the 75 rated non-rares for 300 coins, that is the best option actually. Again, he does discard for 300 coins, so that's a really good option. And then if we do keep moving on to the rares for these cards, my main 2 options for the rares is Hinteregger. Again, he is high rated. He is a center back, so he will get into the SBC no matter what. He'll be like needed. The position will be required. And also along with that, this striker right here, Jovic, he will be required as well. Every team needs a striker. Every SBC team does need a striker, so that is the main option. So those were my main 2 options from these guys. But just in case EA doesn't release that, we do have these wild cards that they could be released as well. So the first wild card we do have is Veron versus, I can't even see that team's name, it starts with an S. Is that team. So if we do look at the gold rare option, pretty much you got this one option, this striker right here. For him, I would be paying around 600 coins just because they are wild cards, so we don't like to overpay. 600 coins for that card is a bargain. He does discard for 600. So if we do take a look at the non-rares for these guys, my suggestion is go with the 75 rated cards for 300 coins. Don't overpay on these, especially in these wild card things, because just in case they don't get in, because they're not a very big matchup or anything. So these 2 cards are interchangeable. These teams, Veron versus this team, I'll just call them S, they are interchangeable with AC Milan and Napoli. They won't be interchanged with any other cards. It'll be just between Napoli and Inter Milan that they'll be interchanged with if EA decide to go down that route. And then if we do take a look at the team that starts with the S, still can't say their name. Again, they do have a couple of 75 rated cards, so those are the cards that I'll be looking at the most, just for 300 coins. Don't pay more than 300 coins for these cards, because there's a very slim chance these cards will actually get into it, like this CDM right here, this center back, this center mid, and even this cam right here are great options. And then if we do move on to the last team from the Eredivisie, we do have PSV versus Feyenoord. So let's move on to Feyenoord. This is a pretty low chance. These guys can be interchanged with literally any of the teams on the board. So again, I would be buying Netherlands cards from these guys actually. I wouldn't be buying any other nation. Netherlands cards, so this center mid right here for 300 coins is an absolute bargain, along with this left back. So those are the main 2 options, and the only cards that you guys should be actually buying from Feyenoord right here. And then if we do move on to PSV, and we do take a look at the non-rares, don't pay more than 300 coins. So pretty much the 3 options right here you guys got is the center back right here. He is really hard to get just because he is a center back, and center backs sell for a premium. The CDM or Van Ginkel right here as a CM. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did enjoy, remember to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.